Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Let us know if you can see and you can hear us. If you were here last week, you probably remember we had some technical difficulties and ended up having to do the stream from my phone. We did upgrade our streaming setup our software, everything. So hopefully everything is working better now. Let us know. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. We want to make sure that you guys can see and hear us okay. We'll wait a little bit here, let some more people come on in. Nikki, what's new?
Not much. Just working with some crafts and working some mom life, trying to get my child to sleep in her own room. So that's not been fun.
You should go into one of those phases where...
She's been on this phase for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to camp out on our floor, which is not been fun for my morning because she sleeps on my side.
Yeah.
So we are in the process of really trying to work on her because I can't take it anymore. I love her. But honestly, what really started it was when she had everything go on with her appendix.
With the appendix, yeah, I can see that.
And we didn't really fight it too much because...
Well, yeah,
I was scared.
Yeah.
So we just kind of let it be for a little bit, and now we're really trying to work on it because I want my morning routines back.
Absolutely.
Hello, Angie. Hello, Pam.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Debbie.
Good morning. This is nice. We can see you guys on screen. We don't have to worry about looking at devices
we have
now
all the
or
comments.
anything like that.
So what's going on with you today?
Same old, busy as always.
Yep.
Kids busy with sports stuff, and I think my crazy parents are driving down from Cleveland this afternoon to watch Aiden's soccer game tonight, but then they have stuff going back on, so then they're going to turn around and drive back home after the game. So they'll drive like a round trip 8 hours to watch.
But that's
crazy. An hour and a half.
But that's some great grandparents.
Well, I think they look at it as for years they were working and they had to do stuff, so now that they're retired and they have the time to do it, they want to do it. So
yeah, that's great. I think that's great.
I tell them they're crazy, but who am I to say no?
Nope, don't stop.
So this week's question, as we're getting into fall, what is your favorite Halloween candy? Whether it's something now, it could be something that maybe when you were a kid it was a popular candy, maybe it's not around anymore. But let us know in the comments what your favorite Halloween candy ever was.
What is yours?
Anything Reese's. Peanut butter cups. Peanut butter cups are that's my guilty obsession. Yeah. So
I would have to say Reese Cups. Reese Cups and Snickers.
Solid.
Yes.
Solid choices. Always good. Now, do you guys still do the whole check every piece of candy after the kids get done trick-or-treating and all that?
Yes,
I know my parents, we had to dump it out.
Yeah.
And they went through every single one because, there'd be a news story about it. Someone, and we never had any candy that wasn't fine.
Yeah.
But, I think half of that too was when I was like, oh, yeah, this one doesn't look good. Yeah. He's pulling his favorite candy out of our
we kind of check. Our neighborhood is filled with older people, so we don't really truly worry too much. Now when we go to like campgrounds and everything like that,
double check it.
I'm like, you are not touching a thing until I look over, because I don't know who these people are.
Right.
But
yeah. Oh my God, you got a bunch of people coming.
Yeah. Hi, Nancy. Oh, Butterfingers, those are good.
Yeah, Bit of Honey, underrated candy.
Is that the chewy candy?
Yeah.
Or?
Okay. Yeah, it's like a honey taffy kind of. Yeah.
I haven't
very
had that
underrated.
In a very
Angie, that's a great choice right there. Let's see, we got Delane is from Natchez, Mississippi. Good morning. Hopefully, I don't know if Mississippi's in the path of any of that hurricane, but everyone down there, Florida, Southeast Ohio, will be safe.
Yeah, we've got a couple of friends down in Florida, so I've been kind of watching it hard. So I think they're going to be okay.
Yeah,
but
I have a buddy that just quit his job and moved to Tampa with his wife 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
Like, just started a new job, and he's like, I've been here 2 weeks and I have to evacuate already.
That's,
and it's like,
that's scary. That's scary. My heart goes to everybody that is in the path.
For sure.
So hopefully everybody's going to be,
Good morning.
gotten that away.
Yeah, good morning, Carol. Carol said candy corn mixed with peanuts. Ooh, that's a good one.
I don't think.
I'm hot and cold on candy corn.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be in the mood for it, and there's other times where, my mother-in-law is a candy corn fanatic.
Really?
Loves it. That's her favorite candy all time.
I can eat it.
All time.
But maybe just a couple pieces.
Yeah, Nancy mentioned Butterfinger. Curly Dimples Trading. Hi from London. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. If you're just joining us, let us know your favorite Halloween candy. And if you're on replay, also let us know your favorite Halloween candy.
Yes.
As I mentioned every week, let us know what you guys are working on. If you guys are sharing any projects, anything like that, on your Facebook page, Instagram, anything like that, and it's using any items that you got from us. Or even if it's not, let us know what you're working on. Tag us in that, so that way we can make sure that we see it. Nikki likes to go through. She'll reply, comment, get ideas, things like that. Not to sound like I'm begging, but always, please, like and share our Facebook page and our website. If you're watching on YouTube, certainly pass that on and subscribe. That's a kind of a new avenue that we're trying to grow. We started a YouTube channel, I don't know, 16, 17 years ago, but we didn't do a whole lot with it. We were mainly Facebook focused, but and also along with that, you said you just started.
I started a broadcast channel on our Facebook. It is a nice way to be notified when new projects have been posted, or even when we're going live. Sometimes I know a lot of followers have messaged us or, talking about, we never get notifications when you go live. We always forget. Can you message us? And as great, I would love to message everybody that wants to follow, but it does get a little bit too much. But I found where this broadcast channel is, I can post on there and it will send you a message to remind you of lives that we're going to be doing, or crafts and everything like that. So I started that yesterday. I'll post the link in there. Actually, I'll just go ahead and post it now. And you can just follow. You don't have, there's nothing that you need to do. And, that's a great way of getting notified without missing any posts that I post throughout the day.
There you go. Something new.
So I'm excited about it.
She had to explain to me because I hadn't heard of it. So, but it makes sense. It's good to have those notifications, so that way, unless you're actively checking Facebook regularly, you might miss something. So that'll be a good way to make sure that, if you do like what we post, whether it's, just a meme that Nikki posts, one of her projects, one of our lives, you can certainly stay notified of all of that as well. I got some more good mornings here. Let's see. Susan, watching on YouTube. Hi from Illinois. Good morning, Susan. Hope you're doing well. Mitzi and Mills, good morning. Mitzi Mills said, Twix bars, favorite Halloween candy. You can't go wrong with Twix bars. I generally don't trust anyone that doesn't like them. Let's see. Mary Anita, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Luana. Again, if you're just joining us, let us know, what is your favorite Halloween candy all time, whether it's current or, like I said, if it's something that they had when you were a kid and they don't make anymore, but you miss it, brings back memories, whatever. Certainly let us know. I have one more Halloween kind of question for you guys because I'm curious. I don't know how they do it where you're at, Nikki. Does your locality, or do you guys call the actual process, do you call it Beggar's Night or do you call it trick-or-treating?
Trick-or-treat.
Yeah.
That's always been a thing for
I had not heard of Beggar's Night until, I don't know if it's more of a Southern Ohio thing or a regional thing, but I remember, because I'm from Cleveland, when we moved down here, I remember people posting on Facebook, oh, when is Beggar's Night? And I'm like,
what is Beggar's Night?
What are you talking about? And then people would say, oh, it's, October 31st from 6 to 8. I'm like, oh, they're talking about trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating. That's what it was when we were kids.
No, so, it's always trick-or-treat.
Always trick-or-treat.
Looks like Mitzi says, I follow and get your notifications.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. And I'll try not to post too much and overwhelm your messenger. I know yesterday was a little just trying to get it to work, but I'm not going to blow your messages up because I don't like that when it happens to me.
Yeah, Megla Scottage is here. Good morning. Loves candy corn. We've had a couple candy corns now.
All about the peanut butter cups.
That's it.
Yes,
peanut butter cups. I think it's got a trick or treat. Yep. Yeah.
Most anything chocolate.
Yeah. You
Agreed.
can't go wrong with that. Margot said Hershey anything.
Gloria, good morning.
Let's see. Nancy, never heard of Beggar's Night. Yeah, I haven't either, but like where the town I live in, they call it Beggar's Night. The city will post out a thing saying Beggar's Night is 6 to 8 p.m. on October 31st. Roz, hi from California. Payday and Mars bars.
Yeah. Drinks and treats. Is that what it's called?
Drinks or treats? So my neighbor across the street does something like that.
I have a neighbor too.
Yeah, they may or may not. They have candy for the kids. Yeah. They may or may not have a tray of like. We'll say it's Jell-O in a cup.
I was going to mention
for the
that,
parents,
but I wasn't. But now that somebody's brought it up, yes, we have a neighbor that makes sure the adults are staying warm.
Yes, and we have guys on my cul-de-sac that have like a cooler full of Coors Light, and any of the dads that are walking by, they'll just hey, trick or treat to you too, and they're tossing them stuff.
The parents got to enjoy it too sometimes.
Yeah,
if you enjoy that kind of thing.
Especially if you're in like Ohio or you're somewhere north. We've had Halloween, trick or treating where it's been snow, cold rain, it's in the 30s. Parents, kids need to appreciate their parents walking around with them for 2 hours in the cold just to watch them get candy. Denise said Twizzlers, always good.
Twizzlers is good.
Here's a Twizzlers question for you, Deneen, or any of you guys out there. You ever use Twizzlers as a straw?
Yes, I have.
Or you put like Coke. Twizzlers into like Coke or Dr. Pepper.
Tastes so good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So,
I have a funny story with my husband. He was eating Twizzlers. It was a freshly opened bag. He was biting into it and he cracked his tooth. I don't even know how it happened. On a Twizzler. It was fresh. Well, so I don't know if something like he, damaged the tooth beforehand or whatnot. But yeah.
I've never heard of that.
He cracked his tooth on a Twizzler.
Let's see. Gloria, black licorice.
I can't get down with black licorice.
My father-in-law is a big black licorice all the time. Yeah, I know a lot of people that appreciate it. I can't. This the anise flavoring. I can't do.
We got Adley to try it, and I thought she was gonna die.
Mary needed to clarify. Yes, only for parents. Yeah,
yes. Only for parents.
Yeah, probably did. Yeah. Yes, as a straw, it was fun. Yeah, it's always good. Well. So last week, because you guys have been asking about a lot of Nikki's projects, so we decided instead of just featuring, wood items or primitives or whatever we want to grab from the warehouse, as we mentioned, this week Nikki brought in some of the projects that she's made. I'm sure she'll post videos and links to the project videos, the supply list for what she used from our store. I think it looks like we tried to keep it because obviously she does projects year round. Yeah. Based on the season, the holiday. Mm-hmm. So
I try to keep it along with the Halloween and fall theme. I did bring a couple Christmas because surprisingly enough, there's a lot of Christmas being thrown out there already. And I'm just like, I'm not ready for it. I haven't even started fall. I mean, I have started fall, but I'm just not ready for Christmas yet.
Yeah.
But do we sell big crosses, Gloria?
What made out of what? So how big are you talking about? Because we have wood ones, we have some 2-piece styrofoam ones that push together. Everything up through, if you're looking for like a finished product, we have these large cemetery crosses on easels that already have all the flowers and everything on them. But let us know,
what material
because then that way Nikki can let you know what we have in that size. So
I can post a link here of just the crosses, and you can take a look. But if you mention the size, then we can look through it more. So
I keep seeing these widget buttons, and it's like the red button that you want to press.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything. I think we have to set them up though, because I don't think anything happens if we do it. So
I don't know what you did, but it made us look bigger, and I like it.
So. I don't know.
I think so.
So this new software will be able to do all kinds of fun stuff, but we're baby steps. So while Nikki is working on getting that link, looks like unfinished wood crosses. Okay, yeah, we'll get there we go, and then we can always go back and refine that and post more links.
I'll send.
Where do you want to start with? Is there any one that stands out as
I've had these two crafts that I made last fall. They were huge hits. I had so much fun crafting these. So the first one was, bear with me. This is actually a bowling pin, a paper mache bowling pin. So I just painted it and used some burlap and just made it into a scarecrow. I love how you can repurpose things. This one, also using paper mache, is a big, I guess you would call it like a gourd.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just used the big gourd, and we have these nice foam leaves, and they were big enough to make the little feathers of the turkey. And then I cut it out and made the little, is it a gobbler?
I don't know. I don't remember what it's called. What is that? What's the thing hanging off a turkey called? I can't remember.
Yes. What is this red thing right there? Do you guys know that?
Yeah.
But yeah, these are just so much fun. We have a lot of different felt hats, and you just needed some paint. There's not really much material that's needed. This is a fun one that kids can do on as well.
For sure.
I thought about, you can have people sign it on Thanksgiving, bring it to your Thanksgiving table, have people sign it. It's just a fun way to kind of decorate for Thanksgiving. But I can post the links for these two as well at the end of the live. But the other scarecrow that I just finished was
I haven't seen that one yet.
I love this
one. Is that a cutting board?
It's a cutting board.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And I just used a painter paddle and covered it with burlap. Just made a bow with some wheat. Just painted the face. Super simple.
Very.
Adley was wanting, she's like, what are we going to do with it? I'm like, well, you can do anything with it. You can, set it on a table, or she's like, why don't you put it on a wreath? I'm like, you know what? I sure will. We'll go out. So I'm going to go ahead and make another reel with this, and we're going to make a wreath out of this so we can hang it on our door.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Gloria Martinez said it's called a waddle.
A waddle? I thought it was a gobbler. Or is the gobbler the neck thing?
I think that's the neck thing. But yeah, she says it's called a waddle. So we're gonna go with that. So thanks, Gloria. Let's see. Gloria mentioned 16-24-inch wood crosses.
Yeah, I don't know if we have any.
We don't have any quite that large. Doesn't mean we can't get them.
No. For sure.
For something that sort, we could probably get them as like a 2-piece that presses together, where you just it comes as a 2-piece and you just put it together.
Yeah. When it kind of comes into that kind of items that are that big.
Yeah, we got to look at how well, or how we can do the packaging, because if it has to be in an oversized box, then it costs a lot more money. Meglis Cottage said, and Gloria both said they love the scarecrow crafts.
Thank you.
Missy Emil said adorable. Would not have thought of using it. Was the bowling pin.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have thought of that either. Meglis loved that. The memory turkey. That is a great idea.
Yeah. And so what size is the cutting board? The cutting board that I used was a 12 by 6.
12 by 6.
And I can post that link here for you. And then I think I made another, it was turkeys. It was a cute little kids craft. I didn't bring them. I can post the link. But they were made out of the paper mache potting, like plant pots. And I glued some of our fabric leaves on them, made them into turkeys, and you could put like crayons inside of it.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
So that way you can set it at the table to keep the
for kids crafts.
Yeah, for the kids crafts and keep them busy during Thanksgiving while everybody's chit-chatting and sitting around.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, those were some fun ones for the fall ones that I've done.
That skull is pretty cool.
Yeah. I think
I like the big pearl bead for the eyeball.
This one I did, it's been 2 years ago that I done this one. It's always been my favorite.
Yeah.
Just add a little bit of glamour to the to the Halloween theme. I just love the big pearl in the eye.
And that's just one of our paper mache skulls, right?
Yeah, just paper mache. I use a lot of paper maches. You can turn them into anything that you want. Like I said, bowling pin for a scarecrow. Yeah. What else do we want to see here?
Yeah, we don't have to go through everything, but there's...
No, you can grab this one was a very popular one. It is using the paint palettes, or the paint stir sticks.
Yeah, stir sticks.
And I made Jack the Skeleton. Isn't he cute? A lot of people didn't realize why he was wearing a bow, but during part of the movie, he is like all dressed up and fancy with it's like a little bat bow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought about on the back side, you can turn this into like a snowman or something, so that way it's versatile.
Oh yeah, you could reverse. Absolutely, yeah, because it looks like a snowman with a hat on.
Yep.
It's great thinking.
I can't get the link to work. Which one did not work? The cutting board or?
Let's see.
Did I see that?
Let's see. No, I think the links are okay. Let's see. Did you put link for crosses? Yes, there. It looks like Nikki. If you scroll up a little bit, Nikki posted the link to what crosses we have available. And then we can refine that if you want. Gloria, shoot us a message. Send an email. Either go on live chat later or send an email to info@factorydirectcraft.com. And let us know that you're looking for wood crosses, and then we can also email you links directly. So let's see. Megas love double-sided project. The cutting board didn't. Yeah. Oh, the link for the cutting board didn't work.
Didn't work. Okay. Well, let me see what I can do here.
Link for paper mache gourds. Let's see. Yeah, we'll get those links posted. See if there's maybe one
I sent
more.
another link. See if that works. That is just for the single. The one that I sent above was for the set of 6. So if you're doing a group project, that would work great. But the one that I just sent is going to be for the single cutting board. So
Missy and Bill said, spread the love and sprinkle, sprinkle.
Thank you so much for the love and the sprinkles. We love it.
Absolutely.
Give us thumbs up and get us out there.
You want to pick like one more or so?
Sure.
One or two more?
You know, we can kind of go through Christmas real quick.
Yeah.
This is a cute little craft. I don't know if the glare is too much on these. But what I did is I used one of our plastic ornaments and I took my kids' handprint and I turned them into little snowmen. Can you guys see that? I don't know how to hold this because we're backwards.
Yeah, that's kind of coming through, yeah.
But yeah, and then on the back side, we wrote their name and the year that we made it. So that was just a fun project to get the kids involved. Another craft for kids is a clothespin Christmas tree.
I just saw really looking at the back that those are clothespins.
Clothespins. And then a popsicle stick. And we've got a lot of miniature items that you can decorate the tree. There's plenty of things that we can use for the topping. I used a star and painted it like a shimmery gold. But the girls had fun with that one after I kind of did my reel and things with that. But then I let them do their own. And I made these cute little tags that you can hang on to stockings. We have these small little snowflakes and just glued some greenery and some ribbons and added some wooden beads on those. But yeah, you can add these to your stockings to decorate those a little bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Gloria said, have a wonderful day, you as well. Megla's Cottage, cute snowman.
Thank you.
Gloria said that was a great idea. Cute idea for kids.
I make reindeer with the clothespins. I don't think I've seen that one yet. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, Gloria, if you have any pictures of that on Facebook or anything, tag Factory Direct Craft in that post. Or you could even, send it to us in a message or share it with us so that way we can see that. That'd be pretty awesome to see.
Yeah.
Megla's Cottage. Love the tags. What size are those tags?
Let me see here if I can find it real quick.
I think those were the 2x4.
I think so. I think those are it. Nope, that's the big size.
Let's see. We're getting that sizing info for
3 and 3. I'll find it, but I think they're 3x2 or something like that, or 3x1.5.
Probably sounds about right. So.
But yeah, I'll post the link for that and the material list for you, so that way you can find that.
And if you joined us late, we want to know what's your favorite Halloween candy, present or past. Same for anyone watching on replay. Certainly let us know. Let us know what you guys are working on. Let us know what you want to see for. If you have any ideas for next week's show, please share some. As always, let us know where you're watching from. If you've seen us before, let us know how you found us. We're always curious as to how you guys are coming across us.
Yeah. Are you finding it on Facebook through our videos? YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah. Every week we get, we have people that come back. We also have people that are first time joining us. So let us know how you found us. And since we're coming up on half an hour, ready for some questions?
Sure.
All right. First one piggybacks off of last week's apple question, kind of. Apple juice or apple cider? There is a difference.
Yeah. I think I would probably... I like apple cider.
Yeah.
But sometimes it can be too much. I'd probably go with apple juice.
I'm apple cider.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
I like it not pasteurized. Nice, just apple straight into the... Angie, apple cider. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Sherry, she's an oddball. I like candy corn. That's okay.
That's
candy
okay.
Corn is good.
There's nothing wrong. Like I mentioned before, my mother-in-law, love her dearly, one of the best people in my entire life. Huge candy corn fanatic.
Yeah.
So...
And they're still good. I honestly, I want to try that candy corn with peanuts because I think
I know.
Really
I've had that as a mix before.
Have you?
Pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see, Megas Cottage apple cider, Billy Drumheller cider for me without a doubt.
Yeah.
Linda said, I love seeing your craft videos. Always fresh ideas.
Oh, thanks, Linda.
And good morning, Linda. Glad to see you here every week.
Yeah.
Miss Email said apple cider. What am I thinking? Candy corn? No. Yeah, it's like black licorice. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, everybody has their own.
But
taste.
To each their own. And then kind of transitioning into more Halloween stuff. Halloween costumes, homemade or store bought?
Oh, store bought. I have tried my hand on making my own costumes, and they are a pain. You talk about crafting is kind of relaxing a little bit. Like a stress reliever. Making costumes? No.
Yeah, my wife has made most of my kids. Granted, my son's 16. He probably hasn't worn a Halloween costume in 6 years.
Yeah.
But it's like for Maddie, when she's wanted to do something, Lisa's always made it. I've only made one Halloween costume for my kids, and it was when Aiden was 3 or 4. He wanted to be Thomas the Tank Engine because he was all about Thomas.
Oh, yes.
So we found a costume that had like a blue kind of jumper that had the printing on it and a mask of Thomas's face. And he's like, no, I want to be a train.
Oh, no.
So I found a big box and then I'm like gluing boxes.
What I was gonna say. Yeah.
And I'm painting. So I basically made a 2-foot long replica of Thomas the Train. And I cut a hole in the center and we put like suspenders from clothes, and so he put it on and wore over him. Looked awesome. He realized it was not very practical trying to walk around for 2 hours with this giant box.
That's what I try to tell my kids.
I hand painted the whole thing, and I told Lisa, I'm like, I'm never making a Halloween costume.
No. I made a lion costume.
Yeah.
And no.
Yeah, my band's
playing. My
band's playing a big Halloween show for the city of Springboro in October. And we're trying to coordinate stuff, and we're like, oh, should we make? We found like mummy costumes on Amazon, and I think it's like $30. Like everyone just order one in your appropriate size, and that's what we're doing because I'm not making anything.
I think when we had our Halloween costumes here, when I was pregnant with my first child, Adley, I dressed myself up as a mummy, like a mummy,
yeah.
Yeah, and I had like eyes on my belly peeking out, trying to tell everybody that I was pregnant.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, and then I think Chris wore something about he had to sell his motorcycle or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is fine because that's I like motorcycles, but they scare me.
And then your kids are young, so you haven't had as many Halloweens. Favorite Halloween costume so far for the kids, or even favorite one you had?
I don't know.
Have you and Chris done like the couple's Halloween costume things?
I mean, we have here. We've done like, Wizard of Oz and stuff like that. But Chris is not much of dressing up. Not so much.
Yeah. I only do it like if my band has a gig or something like that. Yeah. I have to fit the event or a rare Halloween party. But beyond that, like I see the parents in costume walking around with their kids trick-or-treating. I'm like,
good for
props to you, man.
I mean, this year we are joining in to the Halloween costumes because we're being cops and robbers. Chris and I are going to be the robbers. And
okay. Kids are gonna be the cops.
We're gonna, yep. So it'll be fun. We're gonna be going with a couple other families, and I think they're doing the same thing. So there's gonna be a lot of cops.
We're getting a lot of homemades in the chats. Although Gloria said making costumes is tedious.
Good for you guys. I'm proud of you guys, and more props to you. I tried.
Yeah, my kids have had had some good ones. I mean, the Thomas the Train one probably was one of my favorites. Aiden 1 year dressed up as Obi-Wan Kenobi.
That's awesome. And
he dressed up as young, so we had to paint the brown beard on, which was cool. But by like the end of the night, from him,
it's all
there's
over
brown
the face,
paint all over his Jedi robe. Lisa and I haven't really done. We did the couples thing 1 year, and my band had a show, and she was coming to it, and it was when she was pregnant with Maddie, and she was 6 months, so she was showing. And she dressed up as a 1950s housewife, and I dressed up as a milkman. So
that's awesome.
We thought, try to make a joke of the whole thing.
For sure.
Yeah. Beyond that, I like Halloween. My wife is way more into Halloween than me. I've been putting up decorations for 2 weeks. Yeah. And I'm not done.
I've never been really too crazy about Halloween, but ever since I've had kids, it has enhanced, and the crafts are fun too. So,
absolutely. Absolutely. Megla Scotch, we're doing the Pokemon theme with our grandson. My kids went through the Pokemon phase when they were little.
I remember Adley dressing up as a pig, and it looked like a fuzzy mop all over her. She's pink and had like a little curly tail. Love that costume. That was my favorite.
Well, if you're joining us on replay, anything like that, let us know. Favorite Halloween candy. If you prefer homemade versus store-bought costumes.
Say hello.
Apple juice versus cider.
Say
hello. Yeah, let us know you're watching on replay. Nikki goes back through all the comments, both during the live as well as if you leave a comment on replay. If you have a question or just a comment, anything like that, we'll certainly respond back. Real quick, Nancy said, sorry, not really into Halloween. I'd rather go right into fall decorations.
And that's fine. I know a lot of people, religious reasons or anything else. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, we have.
I love fall.
We have as many neighbors that have Halloween stuff up as some have already been decorating with corn stalks and cornucopias and that kind of stuff. So, Billy Drumheller, Halloween is fun when you have kids to celebrate with, but no kiddos. So just jump into fall decor.
Yeah. It's different when you have kids.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, like this year, I think this will be like Maddie's last year kind of trick-or-treating now that she's 13 or so.
That's sad.
So Aiden's like, it's like, no. I was like, sit in my room and play Fortnite with my friends.
Yeah. As long as they're staying inside and keeping out of trouble.
Yeah. Megla said, I love our weekly chat. I like hanging out with your friends.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We love that you come every week.
We're happy to see you here as always.
Yeah, I love being on here. You know, at first I didn't think I was going to be liking this whole live situation.
I think it's going great.
But I like it.
Yeah.
I like talking to you guys.
Let's see. Michelle Lopez, way back, did a homemade of the Killer Bees from SNL.
Oh.
It was great.
That's great.
That is funny. Gloria, it was good seeing you both this morning. God bless. Thank you, Gloria. You as well.
Gloria.
Hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Be safe. Again, if you have any ideas for us for what you guys want to see next week, we have a warehouse full of 40,000 different items. We're happy to show you anything you guys want to see. So.
And then I did want to mention everybody that is in the path again for the hurricane.
Yeah, be safe, guys.
And, hopefully this thing can calm down before it hits land.
Yeah.
Makes me nervous.
Yeah, Denise, I was a bee once for Halloween when I was little, and it was homemade.
Did you?
Yeah. I think all of our costumes when we were young, everything was homemade. So
yeah, when we were young.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, but it was probably easier. But I was a boxer, my dad literally put me in my bathrobe, and he'd tape my hands up like a boxer, and then put a little black paint like a black eye. It was like a 5-minute costume.
But it's like nowadays you have to be like go in all out with these costumes. So
yeah,
it's not as easy as it was.
Everyone, be safe. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys next time.